We'll see if this will work. See if we can get anybody to show up at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. It's not scheduled, not planned. Just doing a live show. Got a special reason. But we're going to see if anybody will show up first. I know most people are at church, but we kind of had to skip out on church today. We got a sick kid, so we'll see if anybody gets on here and see what we can do. My wife's in here cooking. What are you making over there?
Tomato basil soup.
I don't know if they can see you or not. Tomato basil soup. A homemade tomato basil soup. And she's out. She don't want to talk. So, look at there. We got our first person in the live chat. Good morning. So, yeah, we hit 3,000 subscribers this morning. May not seem like a big deal. Oh, my wife said, why are you yelling? Was I yelling? Does it seem like I'm yelling? Maybe it's just because I'm excited.
You're yelling.
So we hit 3,000 subscribers. Hey, you watched me yesterday on the live stream, or 2 days ago. Was I yelling on there?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I do yell. I'll try to talk louder. I mean, softer. So anyways, we hit 3,000 subscribers this morning. I've been kind of hoping we'd get there. It's one of those things. It just seems like it takes forever when you hit a milestone on YouTube. Like when I got to 2,000, it seemed like it took forever. And then to get to 3,000 was a long process. But it's really picked up lately. Picked up a lot of new subscribers in the last, 2 weeks or so. YouTube's really been working out well for us, picking up a lot of new subs, and we've been having fun with it. We've been cranking out a lot of videos, and that'll slow down, I'm sure. It kind of goes ups and downs, kind of goes with our schedule between my work schedule and basketball and what all's going on. It's kind of hard to keep on that level of producing videos every day. So this will probably be the only video that comes out today, but I figured why not do a live video and see if we could get a few people to come on and just kind of celebrate making it to 3,000 subscribers. So, I don't know. It says we got 7 people watching, but only 2 in the chat so far. But we got, how do you say that? Is it just pronounced Candy? You say it Candy, K-H-A-N-D-I, Candy? And Pam Jones. So, thanks for coming on this morning, guys. Don't have a lot to talk about, but as I said earlier, we got a sick kid. Houston's been struggling with a fever. DJ took him to the doctor yesterday, and he tested negative for the flu and strep and all that, but he's been running about 102 fever, so we didn't want to go to church with a sick kid this morning. It's just kind of part of it. Figured it'd be better off just leaving him at home, and just a lazy Sunday morning right now since we couldn't go to church. I mean, that's typically where we are. We're never just sitting around the house on a Sunday morning. But it's kind of a cold, cloudy Sunday morning, and we're just sitting around here. Wife's doing a little cooking. I think she's in there folding some laundry right now. Maybe I can get her to say hi. She might come over and talk to us for a little while, but.
Really? Why do you do that?
So tell us about this tomato basil soup. No?
No. It's soup.
Tomato? Oh, it's soup. It's tomato basil soup. Yeah. We've never had it before. She's trying it. New recipe.
Yes.
Everybody wants to see your beautiful face on the camera. They tell me all the time.
Well, here it is.
Here it is.
Early, not fixed, no makeup.
All natural.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we've hit 3,000 subscribers. Trying to get DJ to be a little more involved in the channel because everybody always asks what she's doing, what she up to. Everybody wants to know. She's just not super comfortable in front of the camera, but, sometimes I just force it upon her. It makes for a good story. Valerie said home with sick kids too. Man, it's going around here big time. I think just about everybody in our little town has had 1 or 2 sick kids. Grizz said, church is for sinners. I don't need church. I'm perfect. Grizz is, I've been going back and forth with Grizz quite a bit in the comments for a long time. He always kind of pushing me, or kind of nudging me about being in law enforcement, trying to pull me to the dark side. said I need to be making a profit off of cooking and making moonshine and things like that. So I'm trying to pull him over into the light and make him make him on my side, pull him to the good side. We just go back and forth about it. But yeah, so 3,000 subscribers. It seems like lately my goat videos, all my baby goat videos have been kind of the hot topic. Everybody really likes seeing those baby goats, and those videos are taking off, getting a lot more views than a lot of the others. So I've kind of, just followed that path of what people want to see. So, try to put out more of those baby goat videos. We still got a few does that are pregnant that are gonna kid late. I really wish they'd all kidded at the same time, but some of them just are gonna be a little bit farther behind than I was expecting. But that's okay. So that just gives us more baby goat videos to put out. But the goal, at least for me, the goal is to get all those babies born at the same time, and then that way they grow about the same rate and they're all ready to go to sell at the same time. So you just seem to do better. Most of my goats go to auction, and when you've got a bigger lot of all goats that are about the same size, look like they came from the same place, they sell better in a lot of times because they're just a matching set. So it's good for them. Coping with the times. Did you get your tractor fixed? No, I hadn't got it fixed yet. I hadn't really worked on it since that day I put out the video trying to get that part off that injector. I just hadn't messed with it because usually when I get to tearing into stuff, things break. And so I'm waiting on my buddy to come out and help me. He's got all the tools. He's a mechanic, and he can probably have it up and going in no time. I'm just not much of a mechanic, and I know that, and I accept that. So Grizz says, come over to the good side, law enforcement are crooked tax collectors. Look in here. No? Oh. He's talking about me being a crooked tax collector. Oh. Look at there. My wife just stumbled into the video. Let me make sure we're on here good. Looky there. Makes her nervous when she sees herself, so I've got to get off the screen where she can't see herself. Looks like we're getting a few more people in here. Hey, like I said earlier, the reason I just wanted to get on live for a few minutes this morning, we hit 3,000 subscribers this morning, so just kind of a celebratory video, and just kind of chit chat, talk, see what's up, see how many people can get on live stream on a Sunday morning. Since we can't go to church with a sick kid, we thought we'd do a little live stream video. This one's never here when I make my videos. She's always gone. I always try to do all this stuff when nobody's home because it's just easier. And let's see. Hang on. What'd Grizz say? Rain Country, good morning. Let's see. Yeah, Grizz, I just know you're kidding. It's no big deal. Lisa Fox says, hi from Claremore, Oklahoma. Well, you're right up there where Dutch is at. Have you checked out Dutch's channel? It was Homesteading with Dutch. Now it's Keeping It Dutch. Go check him out if you don't know him. He's just right down the road from Claremore, I think. Living Like Claire. Good to see you this morning. Glad you made it on here. Living Like Claire. 3,001 subs, says Wheat Tree. Yeah, it was 3,000 a few minutes ago when I got on. It jumps up one or two every now and then. So I got a video clip of on Social Blade where it's the live tracker where it rolled to 3,000. So I thought that was pretty cool. Krista from Big Family Homestead says, morning. Hi, DJ.
Good morning. How are y'all? This is weird for me, but I'm here.
She's trying. I give her credit. I'm really, really trying to get the whole family. I really want to get the whole family more involved in the channel. I think DJ could bring a lot to the channel. We just got to get her comfortable talking to the camera because it's weird. I mean, I'm just sitting here talking to this little dot, but you're all out there and you're watching it, but we can't see you. So it's hard to get used to. That camera presence is a funny thing. It's hard to force it, and when it's not natural, and when it's doesn't look natural, it comes across on video sometimes as not as good. So I'm working on her. So a lot of people have been asking, what does DJ do to, because she stayed home for 9 years and just recently went back to work. But a lot of people in the comments and stuff, when they do see her, they pointed out, hey, she's a fit, healthy looking lady, and what does she do to stay fit? Does she work out? Does she diet? What does she do? And I've talked about this quite a bit lately in videos in the juicer, and that was kind of our take on how we stay healthy a lot of times. Yeah, we go through spurts where we work out. Before she went back to work, she was, gosh, what, about 6 months going to the gym pretty much 5 days a week?
It was longer than that.
About a year or so, maybe. And her goal was to just lose that weight she was carrying from having babies. After Emily in Houston, she had put on, not a lot of weight, but just wanted to get back down to her normal size and lost, what, 30 pounds with working out and juicing. But I think that juicer is huge for us. What do you think? I mean,
yeah, it makes me feel much better and not heavy after. It makes me want to eat a lot lunch or whatever. And if I eat one right before or drink one right before supper, then I'm not hungry at supper, so I eat much less.
Yeah. Some people were asking if we juice every day and if we use it as a meal replacement or if it just juice in general. And it's kind of ups and downs. We go through spurts. We went for probably 2 years where we were juicing all the time, like almost every day, and then we kind of quit. And it's hard. I mean, the fruits and vegetables that go in that juicer can get expensive. But this woman right here is like on the ball when it comes to figuring out ways to get that stuff cheaper and getting the cost down and the price matching. I think
Do a lot of price matching.
She shops around and goes through all the local ads, and in Walmart in our area will price match all the local stores on their deals. So she sometimes she'll get organic apples and things cheaper than the normal price for a regular apple. So it's the juicer. I think I need to bring some more of that into the channel a little bit. Not make it all the time, but I've had enough people asking about it and want to know more. And that's really one of the things. That's why I grow so much. Is that juicing all those fruits and vegetables gets expensive, and leafy green. It takes a lot of leafy greens to make much juice. We got a couple kids sneaking in. I told you Houston's got a fever. Where'd he go? There's Weston, dodging the camera. And there's Houston, over there by the door. So, yeah, Houston's got a fever, but as long as we keep him on medications, keep him on Tylenol and stuff, it keeps that fever down. He doesn't feel bad, but we just don't want him out in public since he's not, since he might be contagious. There he is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're cold. You don't need to go back outside.
Are you feeling okay right now?
Oh,
No.
Lord.
Now you're putting on a show.
No, I'm not.
He feels all right most of the time. He's just got that fever keeps coming back. Every morning, that fever gets way up. He was running 102, things like that for a couple days.
Really?
Guys, I hadn't been watching the comments at all. I was talking about our juicer, and that's kind of what really got us into a lot of the high tunnel stuff and trying to grow more greens, because I'm not going to be able to produce all the apples and oranges and all that stuff very well. But the greens get expensive, and trying to run them through that juicer, I mean, it takes a lot of spinach or kale to make much juice. So the more of that I can grow, that makes that us juicing and making green smoothies and things a lot cheaper. So that's our goal is with the high tunnel a lot, is to grow as many of those leafy greens as we can.
What'd you drop?
Let me catch up on the comments. Let's see. Wheat Tree says, DJ, we would love more of your input.
What time is it?
Sheb's for her. They're having a conversation here, and it's kind of hard for me to focus. Says, yeah, I have a problem with talking to the camera. Got to practice more. That's all it takes. It takes a lot of practice to get comfortable in front of that camera. Gris says, I did get busted last week by the sheriff for driving without a driver's license, but he was cool. Well, that's no good. Got to get a driver's license. Come on, Gris. Joe, Nifty Thrifty, not quite 50. That's a long name. She seems natural to me. Looking forward to seeing more of her. Hello from Shawnee. So we got several people from Oklahoma on here today. Valerie Head says, I'd like to see juicing videos. We're going to try. We're going to work on it. I'll try to do some stuff, and I really probably will do a lot more when we get the garden up and going and start producing vegetables from the garden that we can juice and show you what all we can grow here and juice ourselves. Susan Sullivan says, hi, everyone. Hi, I'm Mrs. Arms. Daniel Cherish is having a worship service live, so I'll catch this later. Okay, I understand. No big deal. I know a lot of people aren't going to be here this morning. A lot of people are at church. We just had a kid with 102 fever, so we didn't make it to church today. We figured we better stay home. Lots of good mornings. Living Like Claire says, I'm still not comfortable in front of the camera. Weston used to be comfortable in front of the camera. Now he dodges it. Weston, if you go back, okay guys, if you go back on my YouTube channel and go to all my videos and switch it to oldest videos first, you'll see probably the first 15 or 20 videos that I put out there are of this kid who is ducking from the camera now.
Cut it out.
He used to love being in front of the camera, but all of our first, what really got us into YouTube to begin with was our hunting videos. And this kid used to be a big-time hunter. He's kind of decided he's not so much interested in getting up in the morning when it's, 5:30 and 30 degrees outside. But he used to be a big-time hunter, so I've got every deer, every pig, everything he's ever killed pretty much. Every animal he's killed is on video on YouTube, so he's got a one really big deer and a huge wild pig that he killed. So he used to just love the camera, but now he's kind of bashful. He's wanting to be a teenager, and he's too cool now. So, I don't know how you say that. Anyways, hello from North Carolina. Did you find the Bose serum? No, I haven't looked it up yet. I did get online. I looked at a couple websites. I haven't really researched it yet. That's for anybody that's not familiar. That's for the selenium deficiency I've been having with my goats this year. I hadn't looked into it and purchased anything as far as medications yet. Just haven't had time to research it, but we're working on things. We got the loose mineral that's got selenium, the protein tub that's got selenium, in that that little, what's it called? The syrup stuff that I gave that baby that day. I got to doing some research on it. What's it called? I can't remember. I guess because I'm on live and I lose my thought process here. But anyways, it had selenium in it too. So, but I haven't got the Bose medication yet.
He's in it now.
Oh, looky there. He is. Look at that guy. That teenager standing there just being quiet, not wanting to say anything. All of his interests are in basketball and girls right now, so there's not a whole lot I can film him in his interest in girls, because that's just weird. We're not going to chase him around with a camera there, but we've got a few videos.
Oh, we should. That'd be fun. No, that would be fun. We should try that.
So I got a story for you. I got to tell you what this kid did. He's a incredible basketball player, and I wish, I need to put out more videos on that. I just don't get a lot of interest, and when I put those kind of things out, they don't get many views. But he's a phenomenal basketball player. He'd live in the gym. So a couple weeks ago, he had a game where he scored 5 3-pointers. And the following night was a high school game. So he's in junior high. He's in 8th grade. And the following night was a high school game. Well, my wife's little sister, Katie, I've seen her playing softball and all that. Krista from Big Family Homestead said, how old is he? He's 14. I just happened to see that comment come across. Anyways, so the next night was a high school game. We go to watch Katie because she plays on the high school team. And there's a senior that it was when she was a little girl, DJ used to babysit when she was, 2, 3, 4?
1, 2.
Yeah, okay, as a toddler, her DJ babysat her for a long time, so we've known her whole life. And Weston caught her before the game. She's kind of the leader. She's a senior. She's kind of leader on the girls' basketball team right now. And Weston goes up to her and was like, hey, I scored 5 threes last night. He can't get on Netflix. He'll slow our internet down.
Turn it off.
So he had scored 5 threes. He goes up to this senior. He's an 8th grader. Goes up to this senior and says, "Hey, I scored 5 threes in the game last night. I bet you can't score more threes than me." And basically, she's like, "Oh yeah, I can." He goes, "Well, put your money where your mouth is. If you don't score more than 5 threes, you got to take me out on a date." And I think she scored 4.
I think the deal was 4 threes.
4
and
threes?
She had 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Either way, she didn't score as many threes in her game as he did in his game, and she took him up on the bet, so now she's got to take him out on a date. So it's pretty clever of an 8th grader. I mean, how does an 8th grader get a senior girl, leader of the basketball team? She's the homecoming queen. He got her to take him out on a date, so it's going to be kind of an interesting deal to see. It's funny. I'm pretty proud of him for an 8th grader. I mean, it's pretty smart. Not many 8th graders can talk a senior into taking them out on a date. Sorry, guys. I wasn't watching the comments. I'm way behind.
What are you doing?
Yeah, most of these comments are just guys chit-chatting back and forth, so I'm not reading them all out loud. Big Christian, Big Family Homestead said he's a player. Yeah, he's a player. He's definitely figured out the game. He knows how to play the girls. That kid in school, all the teachers, he is not a fan of school, and he's not one of those kids that wants to have straight A's. He's a smart kid, but he's got better things on his mind, like sports and stuff. So but from the time he was like in 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, every teacher at every parent-teacher conference would say, Weston, his grades are kind of slacking, but he's just so cute and he's so funny. And no teacher's ever been able to really discipline him because he'll just grin at him, and he's figured out how to play that game. So
That's a good point, Ava.
what'd she say?
I'm thinking if she didn't like him, she wouldn't have taken the bet. He's a charmer. They all love him.
He is a charmer.
Weston, they said you might need a man card to carry around with you.
Yeah. Give him Simply 7 said, "Give him a man card." That was smooth. Talking about you, talking Casey and taking you out on a date. Speaking of man card, I seen an actual one selling at Walmart. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. All right, guys, I'm not going to keep everybody on here. The kids Houston's wanting to relax and watch a little Netflix, and I can't let him get on Netflix until I get off live stream. So I just want to get on here for a few minutes and chit-chat with you guys and say, hey, thanks for supporting our channel. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get better at doing what we're doing with what limited time we have available to do it. And we hit 3,000 subscribers today, and that, to me, that's just a goal that I've been dreaming of for a long time. And I know compared to a lot of channels, 3,000 subscribers is just not much. But you got to start somewhere. And, I don't ever plan on making a living off of YouTube. I don't ever plan on quitting my job and being a full-time YouTuber, but it's cool to see this community grow. And it's cool that all the people I've got to meet and interact with. And, it's been a neat experience getting to know so many of you guys and so many people I've actually, well, not so many, but of the people I've met in person, that I would have never had the opportunity to meet outside of this YouTube community. It's just been fun, and I'm really enjoying it. And the people in the local community, it's kind of funny because you've got this YouTube community, and you guys are awesome, and you're really big supporters, and you really support what we're doing, and you understand. But then the local community, people here in town, don't quite understand why we're doing it or what we're doing. It's funny because it's awkward when somebody locally mentions it and they're like, "So why do you do that?" It's crazy, but it's a neat environment, and you just never know where these YouTube videos are going to reach out to. I got a phone call the other day from the guy that built my high tunnel, and he was like, "Hey, I was watching that Rhodes channel. Rhodes got. His name's Leon, and he's a business owner in a small town, older guy." And he calls and says, "Hey, I was watching that Rhodes guy on YouTube, and this video popped up on the right side, and and it was you and some lady walking through your high tunnel. Well, it was Julianne from Dirt Patch Heaven when she came here. That video popped up on his screen, and he saw that, and then found our channel, and has been watching all of our greenhouse videos, and through that, he had told a couple other people about it, and I got a phone call today from a guy in Iowa who's planning on doing NRCS high tunnel, and so it's crazy how far this YouTube world can take you. Mom and Weston are over there on the couch arguing. I don't know what they're arguing about.
Don't.
But yeah, the community in the YouTube community has been awesome. So it's neat. It's an interesting world. Let me catch up on the comments a little bit before I get off here, guys. Simply Seven says your videos are awesome. Keep it up. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Candy says thanks for allowing us to be a part of your life. Nah, no problem. One of my goals is outside of the Homestead community, is just as far as YouTube in general goes, is not many people, not everybody's friends with somebody in law enforcement. Not everybody has a family member that's in law enforcement, and they don't know police officers personally. So this is just my way of bringing you guys into my life and showing, hey, we're just normal people. I'm just in law enforcement as a job, and I'm no different than anybody else. Valerie Head says, we are from Texoma. Love your channel. Nice to watch someone who keeps it real. Thanks for your service and helping keep us all safe. So are you talking about the Texoma area, like around Lake Texoma, or Texoma, the town that's up in the Panhandle? Because if it's Texoma as in the town, we've got a friend in Texoma. He's a farmer up there. What, Houston?
His iPad to Mom.
Well, I'm sure she can handle it. What you think? Anyway, so if you're from Texoma, the town, I've been there. We used to go up there and go pheasant hunting. Mrs. How do you say that? Mrs. Oppadell's Homestead says you're in law enforcement. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm in law enforcement. Uh-oh, Grizz must have done something to get a comment deleted. Yeah, I'm a state trooper here in Oklahoma. So yeah, I'm in law enforcement. Valerie Head, Lake Texoma area, Northeast Texas. Okay, so you're not far from us. We're just in South Central Oklahoma. We're not far. You're talking about Lake Texoma, the Medill, Kingston area. The guy that built my high tunnel is right there in Kingston. So we're just about 30 miles from there. So we're not far at all from you. Ships for her says, you don't seem like you're a nasty person to deal with. I've dealt with some that are just nasty for no reason. And that's why I want to do this, is just to show that not everybody's the same. Not everybody in law enforcement's the same. And my goal is to be, when I'm at work, is to be professional and courteous, and just treat people like they want to be treated and like they deserve to be treated. Not everybody deserves to be treated in a nice way, because they're not treating you in a nice way. But anyways, I'm not going to get into all that. Oh, Mrs. Soap Peddler. Okay, now that makes sense. I just couldn't. I got it now. Mrs. Soap Peddler. The two P's together. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. I'm terrible. Mrs. Soap Peddler. I got it. Did I miss a question? I might have missed something, because where'd it go? Freaky Geek 2 said, good question, Tamara. Did I miss something? They went outside. They're not going to be so loud now. Oh, Tamara, I got it. I found it. I scrolled back up and she said, "How's Houston's heart?" I posted a picture on Facebook, on our Facebook page last night. Houston went to the doctor yesterday because we thought he might have had the flu and stuff. And DJ took a picture when he was getting his heart checked out. So they did check his heart out, and his heart's fine. He's just got fever, so he's got some kind of infection. We just don't know what's going on there, but he's fine. He just runs a little fever in the mornings, and after we get a little Tylenol in him, he's good. Palmetto Paratrooper said, "If you don't mind driving a truck driver distances, Oklahoma's not far from everywhere." All right, guys. So I'm gonna get off of here. We got stuff to do. I got to go to work in a little while. I got to go to work at 3 o'clock, so I need to get all my chores done. And I've got some issues in the high tunnel right now that need to be addressed, and I'll try to show that in a video coming up in the next few days. Just got some problems with some seeds I planted the other day, so need to work on that and get some stuff done around here. We're gonna eat a little lunch. DJ's working on that tomato basil soup, and that's what's going on. So anyways, thanks guys. I do appreciate everyone watching the videos and subscribing, and the channel's growing, and maybe one of these days we'll pick up and grow a little faster. But until then, I enjoy what I'm doing. I love putting these videos out there. I just have fun with it. Trying to get the family more involved, and bring in a few more topics, and try to reach a few more people. So that's what's going on here. 3,000 subscribers today. Big day for me. I'm super excited, super pumped. But that's all I've got for now, guys. So until, let's see, probably won't have any more videos out today. I should have a video out tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do from there. But thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video.